Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be Slimming World number 7, 8, 9 and 10, which is terrible. It just shows you how far behind I am at getting these filmed. I really do apologise for that. But the one thing I would like to know is how would you guys like these videos set out, because I can do them weekly, which I'm going to try and do from now on. Or I can do them like maybe on a monthly basis. Would you like it all in one month? Like at the end of March or the end of April? Or tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see, because if anybody could suggest anything, I would be really appreciative of that. But let me get into it. To be quite honest with you, it has been a bit of a roller coaster. So the last video you would have seen, I lost 1.5 pounds. And since then it has been a bit of a roller coaster, so I'll take you through and tell you exactly what's been going on. So week 7 I lost 1 pound, which was great. Week 8 I put on 1.5 pounds, and then week 9 I lost 3 pounds, and week 10 I lost 3 pounds again. And yeah, I'll just quickly go through the weeks briefly. I don't want to kind of bore you with anything, so I'll just take you through briefly what's happened. So between week 7 and 8, I lost 1, then I put 1.5 pounds on. Now what actually happened was I went for a lumbar puncture, and after that I got a severe low pressure headache. If anybody has experienced that, you will know exactly what I mean. I was basically bedbound for 5 days, maybe longer than that actually. I could not physically get out of bed. It was horrendous. It is probably one of the worst things that I've ever experienced. So yeah, I was bedbound. I didn't have an appetite. When I did, it was eating rubbish. Unfortunately, Derek, bless him, is not the best cook, so that didn't go too well. It was just kind of like convenience foods. And also, I think we can all agree that when we're not feeling our best, the last thing you want is to eat fruit or vegetables. It was just the last thing on my mind. I really didn't want that. I wanted comfort food when I did feel like eating. So when I went to class, and I had actually taken a holiday that week because I physically couldn't get out of bed, and when I went back to class, obviously I had put 1.5 pounds on, which to be honest I was completely shocked about. I couldn't get over it. The amount of stuff that I was eating, that was like, it was just sheer greed. I think when I got my appetite back, I just thought, oh, I'm just going to have this, and I'm just going to have that. My meals were really bad as well. I wasn't sticking to like nice healthy meals. I was just eating convenience food. And when I went to class and I found that I'd only put 1.5 on, I could not believe it. I was so shocked. But as you can tell from the week before, I had only lost 1 pound, then I gained 1.5, and it did feel like I've been on a bit of a roller coaster. Now looking at the results, I'd say probably like between 4 and 5 weeks, I did feel like I was doing a bit of this. It was nobody's fault apart from my own. It was myself that done it, so nobody else was to blame. But I just felt like I wasn't in it 100%, and I feel like when you are doing this Slimming World plan, when you want to see the better results, the best thing you can do basically is have your head 100% in the game, which mine wasn't, and it just goes to show from the results. So yeah, I had gained 1.5, but I was kind of fine with that. I knew exactly where I'd gone wrong. And to be completely honest with you, I was just actually really looking forward to going back to class, closing that door and just being able to move on. And I feel like my head, something just clicked in my head, and I think that's the only way I can describe it, is when you do something like this, I feel like something just clicks, and that happened. And thereafter, on week 9, I lost 3 pounds, which I was just ecstatic about. Yeah, again, my head was 100% in the game. I was so focused on what I was doing. I had made my meal plans, meal prep. I made sure that I was keeping away from junk, and if anything, I would probably say the one thing I did do less of was eat my full amount of sins that you can have a day. So you can have 15 sins a day, or up to 15 sins a day, and I feel like I was kind of keeping away from that, not on purpose, but just because I was probably eating better meals through the day, which stopped me from snacking or like being hungry. And then I felt less tempted to eat anything else. So that was a huge thing. Another thing I'd done was I got into a bit of a routine. We now at work have a toaster, which is phenomenal. Like, I know loads of people have them already, but we've never had them before, and we now have a toaster. So what I started to do was take my bread in with me, and I was making sure that I was eating breakfast every single morning. And this changed the game for me, only because I wasn't snacking, I wasn't hungry. By the time I got to lunch, I wasn't particularly hungry either, although I was still kind of forcing myself to eat. So I'll show you exactly what I've been eating. I will try and insert a picture. It is from my mobile phone, so it's probably not the best one, but I was making sure that I was eating that every single morning, so I was getting something into me. I wasn't snacking, I wasn't hungry, and it was setting me up for the day. The other thing I was doing was drinking more water, but not in the still tap form of water. Again, I will show you exactly what I mean in a minute, but yeah, doing more of that, and definitely upping my fruit and veg intake. Again, I feel like sometimes you can get into a way that you start disliking fruit almost, and even veg, you just get sick of fruit and veg and salad, and you just don't want it anymore. And I do fall into that quite quickly, but I've just been trying to train my brain, I would say mostly, to enjoy what I have and like feel the goodness inside of it. So I've definitely been doing more of that. And then again, week 10, which is this week, I lost another 3 pounds, which is just phenomenal. And it just goes to show, if you are fully motivated, if your head is in the game, that is just 1 pound under half a stone in 2 weeks. And I've done it before. This just goes to show you that you can do it again. It's definitely worthwhile trying to focus yourself and get yourself into that headspace. Again, not really been doing anything differently. I kind of just kept on the same level as last week, making sure that I was drinking some more water. My fruit and veg salad intake was more. Again, making sure that I had breakfast every single day to stop me snacking. And I even went out on, so week 9 when I first lost the 3 pounds, I had even went out for a carvery, and I know that is probably one of the better options. However, I still did have like a humongous plate of food. I had a huge Yorkshire pudding, I had roast potatoes, which will obviously be in like oil and stuff like that. I had gravy, and I also had cauliflower cheese, because unfortunately that I'm just a sucker for anything like creamy and saucy. It was just divine. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it just goes to show again, if you are making better choices, then you can 100% make that weight loss. So I thought I would just show you what I've been using, just to maybe give you some inspiration. So with regards to the water, like I said, it's not been like out the tap water, it is flavoured still water. Now these ones are from Aldi's, and this is the still strawberry flavoured spring water, and they come in a pack of 4, and I believe they were like maybe 79 to 89 pence, I don't know. It's under £1 anyway for 4 of these, and I have just been taking some of these to work to make sure that I'm still getting my water in. I am not a huge lover of just plain water, and I know I can have diluting juice, but I somehow feel like these are like more naughty than just water with diluting juice. Do not ask me why, it is psychologically all in there. But yeah, I have been taking some of them to work, and even at night been sipping on these rather than fizzy juice, even though I do drink no sugar juice. But the other ones I would definitely recommend are the packs from Home Bargains. A 4-pack is 89p, and I absolutely love them. I definitely feel like they've got better flavour than these ones. I think the flavour in those ones were summer fruits, and they were just divine. If you do battle to have a good water intake, I would definitely recommend something like that. It means you are still staying away from the fizzy juice. It's probably not as good as like just plain old tap water, but it means that you are still getting water into you like you should be, and it's just a bit easier, I find personally, to drink. So yeah, those have been an absolute lifesaver. And then the next thing is obviously these Kingsmill no crust wholemeal bread, and you can have 3 slices of these as your healthy extra B. and this is exactly what I've been taking to work with me. So I actually just take a loaf in for the week. Depending on the best before dates, they will do relatively long. You can even chuck them in the freezer, I suppose, and just take like the slices out when you need them. But I have just been using 3 of these slices of bread, and on the top I have been using the Philadelphia Light. Now I prefer to use these little tubs because I actually find it lasts me like over a couple of days. I am not a huge lover of Philadelphia, unfortunately. However, I would rather have this as like my Healthy Extra A over sinning for butter. And basically on top of these 2 I will put some ham, and I will slice up a full tomato, maybe sometimes even 2, and season it with salt and pepper. I will definitely try and insert a clip here or like a picture to show you what it looks like. It may not look the most appetizing to some people, but it was absolutely amazing, and it's definitely helped me throughout the day. Like I said, not to snack and not to be hungry, but you could definitely mix it up if you wanted to put something different on it, or even like cucumber, which I might do as well, something like that. So yeah, I've been finding them really, really good. Ruffle, ruffle. Something I found in Sainsbury's, which everybody has been banging on about, but I've never been able to find them. Eventually I found them, so I'm so chuffed. These are the Promise gluten-free rolls, sandwich rolls, and these ones over here are the super soft white sandwich rolls, and one of them is your Healthy Extra B, and then these ones over here are the seeded whole grain sandwich rolls, and as you can see they are definitely seeded and they look absolutely delicious. I haven't tried the seeded ones, but I have tried these ones. Today for my lunch I had one of these rolls with some sliced chicken, some ham, some lettuce and burger sauce from Crucials, which is like a really random put together thing, but it was really, really good. I probably wouldn't say like I thoroughly enjoyed the roll, but given the size of them, given what you could make with them, I've seen loads of people cutting them in half and making them into like a kind of pizza sub almost, and putting cheese on, which I think would be really, really nice, and again I think would be really handy at the night time. And yeah, I would definitely say they're worth the hype. If you haven't tried them, I would definitely recommend them. Just give them a shot and see what you think of them. But yeah, like I said, for sandwiches at lunchtime or even at night time, if you wanted to make like a kind of garlic bread, you could. The water just fell off the couch and landed in my bag. But yeah, I would definitely recommend them if you haven't tried them. They are really good and a really good alternative to bread, and it means, I don't know, again I feel like you feel as if you're having something naughty by having them rather than just standard bread. So all of that said and done, on the back of that I managed to get my 1 stone award, so I am so happy. But to be completely honest with you, I think for me, I know that my journey goes further back than this. I initially started my journey last year, maybe back in September, after I was referred to the doctors through health reasons. I'm going to do a separate video on that anyway. I had to go for the MRIs and CT scans and everything like that, and basically they said to me that one of the biggest things that could be affecting me was my weight, and it just kind of gave me a kick up the backside that I needed. I'd been on and off Slimming World for years. After this happened, I just thought, you know what, I really, really need to do something. It's now affecting my health and I need to make sure that like I'm okay. So since then I have actually lost, in total, I've lost 33.5 pounds and I've lost 2 stone 9.5 pounds in total. So I am totally on the route to see my 3 stone award. Well, I won't get a 3 stone award because like the journeys have been separate, but for me, I know that I have lost more than 1 stone, and although it is a real achievement to see this, I know psychologically that it is more, and I think that's probably what keeps me motivated, because I know now that I can see my 3 stone in sight. I'm so close to reaching my Club 10 target as well, which is great. I can't wait till that happens. But I think overall I'm just feeling amazing, to be completely honest with you. I think it's definitely getting to a stage where people are starting to notice now, which is really nice and encouraging when people make those kind of comments to you, like, oh, you look you look really good, have you been on a diet? And I'm like, yes, it's like freaking last year, but thank you anyway. And yeah, I'm just getting more and more comments. I can definitely feel it in my clothes now. I think overall I'm definitely going down in size. I probably will have to go shopping shortly for like some new jeans and stuff because they are feeling a little bit loose. But I think overall I'm just mentally but physically feeling the effects as well, and like feeling the benefits from it. Health wise, I got some really good news this week with regards to like this whole long health process, and it was definitely because of the weight that I've lost. And I am so determined, I'm so motivated. I just want to get to my goal now. Absolutely want to get to my goal. I probably have about another 2 stone that I would like to lose, and yes, for the numbers to know that that's what I've lost, but I feel like when I get to that stage it's not going to be about numbers for me. Yes, I will keep an eye to make sure that I'm not like going up and all that kind of stuff, because the last thing I want to do is do this whole journey and then get back to a place where I've just put it all on. I really don't want that. But I feel like when I get to a certain stage where I've reached my goal in stone, then it's gonna be more based on the fact of how I feel. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's a bit motivational for you. I do plan on filming what I eat in a day tomorrow, which should hopefully be up next week. And my plan is basically to do it like I'm at work rather than what I would normally do at the weekends, because normally on a Saturday and Sunday I do like a big fry up breakfast to keep me going for the day, but I just feel like I don't eat as much in that time. So I might even do like what I eat in the weekend, like what I eat on a weekday versus weekend. So I'll pretend on Saturday that I'm at work and that's what I will eat during the day at work, and then I'll do a Sunday version, what I would normally eat on the weekends, just to kind of give you an idea of how things work basically and what I eat. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you have, and hit the subscribe button down below if you'd like more notifications. I hope if anything I've just given you some motivation and just like some encouragement to keep going. I love hearing from everybody just to like hear how their journeys are going as well. So if you have any questions or you would like to see any videos in relations to Slimming World, please let me know down below. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I will see you all later. Thanks for watching guys. Bye!